Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to All the Mods 10 Limited Edition. We are going to just crack right into it today. It is, again, very hot, so I am just going to smash it out today, I think. We are trying to get all of the... You're not going to work, are you? I didn't think these would work. All of the Twilight Forest kills that we needed. And by that, I mean we just need, I believe it's just the queen, Snow Queen. Now, yeah, we're just going to get rid of those. We just need some poppies or something. Yeah, we got a few poppies. You basically ring a 2x2 of water. I think you can do a 3x3 as well, actually. You do a 2x2 of water like this, and you chuck a diamond in. There's a big explosion like that, and then that is how you get to the Twilight Forest. It always used to be like instant as soon as you stepped in this. Bit weird that it's not. Anyway, this is the Twilight Forest. That's a bit mean. They put us right next to one of these. That is what you are supposed to look for, by the way. Because these things come with ravens. Although that's a really bad placement. Okay. We're gonna have to go over here, I think. Anyway, yeah, as I said, you need to look for those like pillars to begin with, because you need one of those feathers. Oh, these things are so annoying. See that one right there? It just makes like loads of noise. I hid one in someone's base on the multiplayer server just to see what they would do. And then I think we found out that they were playing without sound, so it was like wasted on them. Good prank note. Anyway, I'm going to try and look around because you need to make a map using one of those raven feathers. If we can find a raven. Aha, one of these. And there's a raven. Thank you. And we got 3 out of it. That's pretty good. I did make a swab, by the way, because we are going to want to swab the Snow Queen. I did get told that you can use... Whoa, big bit of lag there. You can use the, what do you call it? The Draugme, but you can't put them in like a jar. These dudes, you know, from Twilight Forest. Anyway, we also need to find something underneath, don't we? So one of these right here, just a little pokey hole like this, and that is what we need. One of those right there. Nice. Right. Magic map focus. And then we can get ourselves some more paper. And that there, blank map. That's what we like to see. Now, what we can do, I'm going to get upstairs before we do anything. Right click. And it will show us a little map. And that is the first, funny enough, the first one we want to fight is right here. Now, I will be going kind of quick in the Twilight Forest. Purely because a lot of people have seen it before. Why am I not allowed to go in the Twilight Forest into this one first? I thought this was the first one you go to. Am I wrong? Or have they added like some protection or something? I don't think we're allowed to go in there. It's a bit weird. Alright, we need to hit the Naga up first, don't we? That's not the first one. Damn it. I remember now. Yeah, okay. One of those right there on the map is the Naga. And we want to... Yeah, you see it right there? Right there. If we were to drop in like this, there is the Naga, and we could just hit it a bunch of times. And it should... die instantly, like that. Now, this will generate... You can see it does this thing. And then it will come over here somewhere. And it will generate a... There you go. One of those things. Now, that is also a quest, I believe, to use this. To make, like, leggings and stuff. A really good one for this. I thought you could make a sword. Maybe that's steel leaf that I'm thinking of. Yeah, but if you need protection or fire protection, you could always make stuff out of those. And then you can disenchant them using the enchantment extractor. Anyway, where were we again? We are going in this direction. Oh, I like that they put like the big X on the map. That's a good idea. That's just to tell people that you've already been there, I suppose. So this is the next one. So that was the Naga. It didn't take much, did it? This one is the next one. This is the Lich. And there's the Lich. Ooh, this looks a lot neater than it used to. Have they actually done work on the Twilight Forest? So yeah. Okay. The Lich. This one, at least. You need to rebound back at the Lich. There you go. And this one as well. One of them's an explosive one. You can't just... Unfortunately, you can't just, you know, plow through it. But it is what it is, eh? And now... we can plow through it. Dead. It's just a random chicken. Love it. There you go. And then the crown falls. And then that will generate in the middle here. There you go. One of those things. What the heck is that? Oh, cool. Okay. You can make yourself a zombie. Like a zombie villager and stuff. That's pretty cool. We're going to move on to the next one now. I always forget the order. So the way that you can figure that one out is there is a Twilight Forest. There it is. There's one of these bad boys. So time to even the scales. Get it? Because scales from Naga. This one is Bring Out Your Dead. That's the Lich one. Is that a Python reference as well? I think it is, you know. Anyway, the next one is Trophy Champion. I think we could kill another Lich. 4 remaining. Line your garments. Okay. I think we do need to do these previous ones first, which is a bit annoying, but it's all good. This one here, I think we could kill another Lich, and then we can get into the... Carmen? Okay, right. I have to try and figure out how we got in here. Ah, up here. There we go. I like that they've done a bit of work on this, though, because I do feel like it hasn't been touched in a while. And it was getting a bit samey, let's say. Anyway, this one, we are now going to go to... Which way round do we want to do it? Well, I don't think we can go into the ice area right now. Or can we? Oh, we can, apparently. Okay, can we go to the Ice Queen, which, according to the map, is just over here? It might say you're not allowed. Because if we can, we could just skip, like, all of the progression. Okay, it looks like we can skip all the progression. No, never mind. I knew that would happen. Might be able to just go kill the Alpha Yeti, though, if we can. So that one is just here. There we go. Is that gonna... Does that count? Alpha Fur? Is that enough for us to go towards this thing? By the way, these blocks look amazing. I see a load of people. Oh, we are allowed in here now. That's insane. Also, penguins. Gotta love the penguins. Yeah, these blocks look amazing. The only problem is they're really difficult to break. And they do change. Do you see that? They're sort of pulsing. Love it. Wow, okay. I didn't realize that you could just skip a bunch of progression now. They've changed it slightly. I feel like the ATM team might change this at some point. Anyway, the best way to do this, in my opinion, get rid of those right there. Let me get my exchanging gadget, and we're going to get some dirt. Just like that. Exchanging gadget on that right there. And if I change this to be surface, I'm pretty sure you can just exchange. I think you can. So if I want to just exchange that whole area, yeah, there we go. And then you can mine it. That's pretty easy, wasn't it? Sweet. Ice sword. Love it. Okay, right. We got to figure out which one is the queen at this point. Is it above this? It might be above this, you know. Try it here. Nah, it doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, right. Let's try one of these other ones. Like round here, maybe? I should have done it with glass. Ooh, that's actually a really good idea, because we have got a bunch of glass, to be fair. Let's do that. Glass. There we go. And... hello. Glaciers, things. There we go. Oh, yeah, you turn stuff into, like, terracotta and stuff, don't you? That's pretty funny. Nice. Let's do a little bit of looting, I guess. Nice. Right, so if I place a piece of glass down, we can... no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, poopy. All right, there you go. That's what we wanted to do. Sort of change all of these areas out. Look for the Ice Queen one. Oh, we've already been there. Whoops. Okay, that one is just solid at the top. Ah, there you go. There's the Ice Queen. Tis what we were looking for right there. Where is our swab? Did I put it away already? I think I did. Okay. Let's get rid of all of these. That's the wrong one. Damn it. Right, let's take all of these back out. And I'll pop them in my system. At least you could do this, by the way, the wireless crafting. I kind of give Refined Storage a bad name at this point. But at least you can do this. I need that swab, didn't I? Swab. There you go. I'm pretty sure you can swab the Snow Queen. We'll pop in here. And she's going to yeet us out. Okay, maybe you can't swab the Snow Queen anymore. Okay, well, what I'll do... I will make myself a new model framework. Did I make it? Oh, no, I didn't. Whoops. Where's she gone? Where did she go? No. Did she go back in? Or did she go down? Is that her? Yeah, there she is. Can't believe you can't swap her anymore. That's fair enough, I guess. Otherwise, it would be stupidly easy. Now, I'm pretty sure, though, you can use the Evilcraft method, right? So, at Evilcraft. Vengeance Spirit is already in there. It's already trapped. And we are definitely going to do that right there. Okay, right. So, if we land down here. Oh, you can't place these on ice. Flippin' heck. They can't make it, like, overly easy, can they? So if I do that, we'll release the Vengeance Spirit. There you go. Took the damage. I need my Deep Learner. This was a lot less of stuff to do than I was expecting. And then I also need my... oh, I must have already used it up. Okay, we need the Vengeance Ring. And we need the Vengeance Focus. Why does it say I haven't got that? I swear I've done that. Maybe I haven't done it in this series yet. Okay. Right. I want you to come over here so I can... there you go. Come to me. Oh. Good if you died right there. There you go. And then what we can do, trap her in the box of eternal closure. And then you can use the box of eternal closure with some blood to make a spawn egg. Yeah, so we don't need a mob swab for this, but yeah, there we go. That was way easier than it used to be. I'm kind of curious now, because if they've updated this, did they do the final boss yet? Okay, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to the Twilight Forest. I might set up a a builder to completely rip one of these apart because I really like the Aurora blocks. These things are just awesome. So what we can do is right click it into the drying basin. You know what we could do? Let's take that out actually. And we've got a mechanical drying basin, don't we? 7,000 buckets. We'll do one and then we'll take all the rest out. There you go. Perfect. And we get the hardened blood from that. There you go. Empties out immediately because I forgot that we put the big version in this now. So we've got the promise of tenacity in there. Although, to be fair, we don't want that blood in there, but it's fine. We'll come and take it out later. We need to make the spirit reanimator. This is how people made their spawn eggs before. You could do the swab method, the really easy swab method. So stick that one in like that. Put that in right there, the box of eternal closure. And we just need an egg. And that's it. That's literally all we need to do. And then we'll get a spawn egg for the Snow Queen. And then we can put the Snow Queen on this spawner right here. I might amp this spawner up, actually. Sugar. Okay, it's not going to use that much sugar, but we need a bunch of clocks. Clocks. Actually, already have a bunch of clocks. Lovely. Ignores conditions. Redstone, no AI. Okie dokie. Why is it showing a weird time? Ah, because it's probably messed up. Huh, I didn't realize that it like showed the time down there. Anyway, yeah, it's probably a bit messed up because of the Ars ritual that keeps going. There is the wait. Can't be used on spawners. Okay, I actually have a plan for this then. We're going to have to do that over and over so we don't have to keep finding new Snow Queens. Alright. That's fair. That's fair, actually. We could almost make a little area so we could do it in a compact machine. Let's do that. Oh, I like that idea. Okay, we'll do a compact machine. We'll make it so they keep going into the box of eternal closure. We'll even take this with us. Why not, eh? And we'll take some eggs. What? Okay, weird. Yeah, so we're only doing this because we need 5 more of the kills, and then we can use them in hostile neural networks. Yeah, I like that idea. Right, let's make a new compact machine. Oh yeah, because there's different types, isn't there? Let's make a giant one. There we go. So giant is right there. There you go. Go put this with the rest of the compact machines. Can be our little area for all of our compact machines right here. So this one, pop in here. They're decent size, isn't it? We can set the spawn to be right in the corner here. So if we're outside of this and we go in, we'll spawn in this corner. Just shift right click it, right? And then we can even put that right there with a bunch of eggs in it. Put some blood in there as well. Perfect. I need to pop this down, I don't know, right there. And then at EvilCraft, we can get this and this. And I guess all we need to do is spawn in the queen and then kill the queen a couple of times. I don't know why I'm doing this, by the way, because... There we go. So if I do... that. There you go. I want you to go away, though, so maybe you can walk into me. There you go. Thank you. I did forget that we already get the trophy, don't we? So we don't technically need to do this if we're just going to go for one. Yeah, if we're just going to go for one ATM star, we probably didn't need to do this. But I'm doing this anyway because it's good to show you guys how this works. Yeah, we've got a Snow Queen trophy as well. Love it. So anyway, that's going to make us a Snow Queen egg. I'm going to have to do that several times now. Take this with us as well. Can I turn this into a regular chest? No. Okay. Bit of a pain. So take this one now. Put the box of eternal closure down. And this way, as I said, you don't need to keep going around and finding Snow Queens. Okay, I kind of want her to land. Oh, please don't go up there. Okay, well, at least you do that. Okay. Oh, go away. There we go. There we go. Cool. And we keep getting these Snow Queen trophies, which is fine. Okay, this is actually the last one we need. If you look right here, we've only got one remaining. So, I'm not even going to bother with the vengeance stuff right here. We're just going to place it down and attack. There you go. That now means that we've got a basic model. And we're not even going to set up the basic model because we don't need to. Because all we needed was the Snow Queen trophy. Now, that took way less time than I remember. Oh, he's outside of this thing, isn't he? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're not allowed to get out of here, are we? But the other dude is spawned outside somehow. Is there literally no way to get out there? Okay, fair enough. Cool. Anyway, we'll use this one again, I think, if we want to do like maybe a boss spawn egg thing. If we want to do that again, we can. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that's how you can get a warden egg, by the way. You can actually also get a wither egg doing that if you wanted to. But as you can see, most of them now say cannot be used on spawners. So it's super annoying that you can't. Even the possessed one, not allowed. You are allowed to use the pumpkin warden spawn egg though. That's pretty funny. Okay. Anyway, right. Let's get out of here. The last thing left to do for the Oblivion Shard is literally the Eternal Stellar. The Eternal Stellar is so annoying. It is just this thing here. The Forge is just very, very irritating. Let's just say that. I do like though. I think this was Sephiroth that did this. They added like what it's supposed to look like. So you can see right there, polished dark stone is all of the grey squares. That's really cool. I like that. I like that they did that. So how big is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we can get a 9 by 9. How big is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, we could maybe. I'm going to start using compact machines for everything, aren't I? Yeah, I'm actually going to make another compact machine, and we're going to make it the this one right here, the giant one. I like the idea. And then what we'll do is I'll stick the forge in there. Now, if you're playing on servers, I don't know if this has been fixed. It probably has been fixed because it's been like quite a long time now. But the way that it used to work was you're only allowed one forge per like realm. Is it? Or not realm. What do you call it? Like this is the overworld. And then you've got the end and you've got the nether and things like that. Yeah. You're only allowed one per. And compact machine is technically a different. There you go. We're in a different. I don't even know what you call this. Yeah, there is. I think that is. That one there is our Sora machine right there. That one is the one that we just made. That one is the one with the skeleton spawner and everything, and it's making us bones and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, right. Should we just start making this? I think we should. We're gonna make the forge, I think. So we need polished darkstone. We need gilded, chiseled, polished darkstone. We need chiseled, arcane, polished darkstone. Okay. We got some darkstone. So we're all good. Right. There you go. They are all done. Pop back in here. So I think we're going to make, again, we're going to make the corner. That one right there. And we are just going to do dark stone. So we've got, I think it's this stuff that we need. Gilded, chiseled. Okay, let's have a look at this again. So gilded, chiseled, polished, dark stone. And then we need the chiseled one, this one here. So we only need 4 of these. There you go. Should go off and make us all of that. And then go. And then we needed 8 of these, I believe. There you go. And then the rest is just darkstone, or polished darkstone at least, which we've got right here. There we go. Nice one. Right. So we've got to find the center, which I believe is that one right there. Is that how that looks? Let's have a look. Gilded, chiseled, polished darkstone. Okay, so we actually need 1 more of these. There you go. Because you need 1 in the middle. And then... Okay, so they come out by 1 on all sides. Hey, there we go. What was it that needs to go in the middle again? We needed to put smithing table on top, didn't we? Smithing table. So we need a smithing table. And what we do is we use some of that dust, which I always forget the name of. So forbidden and arcane of this stuff. There we go. And now we've got ourselves a little forge. And we are going to have to upgrade this, unfortunately. Now, if we have a look at the Stellar Eterna, in fact, I'm going to get rid of everything right here. If we have a look at the Stellar Eterna, you'll notice this is a tier 3. And to get a tier 3, you need to have all of these components in a tier 2. To get a tier 2, you need a tier 1, which is what we've already got. You need some spawner scrap. You need some of this out. Oh, Edelwood. I forgot about this. Did I get a trader? Swab. I think I did, you know. Ender. No. The Watcher. Which? Wandering Trader. Booyah. We can use the Wandering Trader thing because the Wandering Trader trades you for an Edelwood sapling, wherever the sapling's gone. This thing. Yeah. Is there still a 4% chance? Or 0.4% chance to get this? I thought these were changed. So you couldn't get, like, every single one. Maybe you just can't get any of the ones from Productive Bees. From the Bee Queen trade. I don't know. Anyway. That's actually a really good idea. We should go and make a... Yeah, I'll make a Wandering Trader spawner. It's a good idea. Right, Wandering Trader spawner. And they all have different spawns. Or, not spawns, you know what I mean. They all have different things. That's a decent trader right there. You got the Wither Skeleton Skulls, which you can buy. I think you can buy 3 of them. And you got an... yeah, we are actually going to buy that. Oh, there's a good one as well. I didn't know you could get the relic from this. We do need this for later on. I don't know if we need 2, but I got 2, because why not? Oh! Oh, it's beautiful. Or using a corrupt soul on an oak sapling. I didn't realize that was a way of doing it. Oh well, we got it this way. Good to see. What else did you have? Fire immunity on a ring. I should have done this way earlier because this is so good. You get some really decent trades off these guys. Right, here we go. We could just do that. Mine everything from that. Now, you can use this carved one, I believe. There is a way of turning the carved one into a black hole or a dark... I don't remember how you do it. It definitely says it's like burnable and stuff, doesn't it? Okay. Well, anyway, doesn't matter. We can put these ones away. We needed this because we needed the Edelwood right there. He had a wood plank. So now we can pop back in to, where is it? Up here. And if we have a look at the upgrade for the forge right here, so that's tier 2. We want to get a tier 2 one. It is spawner scrap, which I'm pretty sure we've got. We need an Etherwood in the middle, and we need 4 arcane crystals. However, we also need Aureole. We need 10 souls. We need some blood, and we don't need experience. I don't think much things use experience, from what I've seen. There might be things like later on, but from my experience, see what I did there? You never needed experience in this. So yeah, anyway. To upgrade the tier 1 to the tier 2, we are going to need to get ourselves... I might automate... Should I automate the souls in here? We do it in the... Wait, which corner do we come in at? This corner. So let's do it in this corner over here. I've got a little Just Die thing set up. Now, the best way to do it is you can capture a soul in amber. I just thought about something. Can we capture it in a jar and still get souls from it? It's not as good though. Yeah. There's basically, you know, the Drig Me. You guys did not like it when I said drag me last episode. Yeah, there's basically the same thing as this, but with bees, the wannabe. And it's just ridiculously good. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm leaving this, by the way. There's no need for me to, like, do more than this that's right here. We don't need any more. It's full, and that's all that we care about. We can use those to make... Yeah, you know what we could do? We could make all of the things that we need from this, and then just get rid of these completely. We're not going to, though. I'll leave them in there, because... not doing anything, are they? So anyway, yeah, there's a version of that using bees that is like so much quicker if you've got a single thing that you want to get out of them. So in our example, it's those floating souls that you can get. If you can get those like actual physical floating entities of souls that you can see like floating around every so often, I think there's an enchant for it as well. Soul looting? I think it might be this one. Soul Snatcher. What's that from? Soul looting is from Forbidden and Arcana. Soul Snatcher is from Eternal Starlight. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so soul looting, you put that on your sword, and when you kill something, there's a chance that you get like a corrupt soul and a regular soul, and the regular soul you can capture basically, and then you can like extract all of its drops. Anyway, we're not doing that. We're going to do the other version, the one where you use soul sand. So we've not got too many soul sand, but we don't need that many, do we, for this? I think it's 10 souls. Yeah. You know what? We could do it manually for now. Soul extractor, which is this bad boy. And in fact, is that exactly what I wanted to do? I think it was. Okay, good. I already made one of those jars. Oh, I made a jar. No, you're kidding me. Because flipping, that used one of my flipping Adderwoods as well. No, that's so annoying. Okay, it doesn't matter. We've got like loads. We can go make more. It's just a pain because, yeah, we need to use a crafting table on a stick for this. Why has it still got a resin ball in there? I feel like did that just do a reset? There you go. Now we've got it because it has. I forget the name of it. I think it's called polymorph, but refined storage does not integrate with polymorph at all. It's worth noting that applied energistics does integrate with polymorph, so you could do that whenever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's make one of these soul extractors. We're going to pop back in up here. And for now, what we'll do, because we're kind of we're not really in a rush, are we? But I want to at least get a tier 2. Next episode, we'll probably get a tier 3. And the tier 3 with that, we can get ourselves the Eternal Stellar, and we could start just making things eternal, as in stuff that's got durability. We can remove the durability from it. I think that'd be a good idea. Also, it's just really good. Eternal Stellar, super easy to get as well, once you've got the forge already set up. So, anyway, we need, I think it's 10 of these. So, there you go. And then you use the Soul Extractor. This is probably the first thing that we're going to put an Eternal Stellar on, by the way, because it does have a durability. And you use your Soul Extractor on Soul Sand to extract the soul from the Soul Sand. And I always found it weird that they made a soulless sand. Why didn't they just make it sand? Make it turn into sand afterwards? That would have been, like, a little easier, in my opinion. I mean, maybe that's what you're expecting. So that's why they did it the other way. Who knows? Anyway, there you go. Soulless sand we've got right there. So this is going to go in like that. And that's going to fill up all of the souls in there. We need Oriole. Oriole is one of the most pain in the bum things to get, I will admit. It is a very annoying thing. So what we could do is we're going to do a cheaty method for getting Oriole, which I always forget the name of it. Crystal. It's not pedestal. Is there a book for this? Actually, if we just do at forbidden, this thing. Aha, there you go. So you need the polished dark stone and then 2 of the blocks, and then you use some of that on there as well. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can only get 2 for now. Oh, I really need to go and get more of these crystals if I can. I might have to. Oh, there you go. Very rarely spawns between y minus 40 and y 14, but most commonly at y minus 13. So we'll go down to minus 13 and we'll just mine. I think that's a good idea. I'll do that between episodes, I think. But I wanted to show you guys how to get this first. So have we got any arcane polished? Oh, we actually have 2. It's almost like it was fate right there. You put those 2 down. You put these on top. And then you use some of these dusts. So you do that and that, that and that. Right click on those 2 and it turns into these things. And if you have a look in here, you can see Oriole is going up. You can actually tick accelerate these things as well if you wanted to. And you get like an absolute ton of Oriole. It's not quick though, is it? But you can put 1 on each of these. Although I wanted to try something. Someone did tell me that you didn't need to put it on them. If we do this and this starts going up, tell you what. Is that going to stop? If that's completely stopped, then I do feel like it needs to go on these. I made a thing in my last... Yeah, it looks like it stopped. I made a thing in my last series where it like auto-swapped these out. And I thought that was kind of cool. So we might have to set that up again. But the idea is we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. And this is where the pedestals go. And if you have a look at the, recipe for this, we need 4 pedestals for this. We also need it later on for like a bunch of other stuff, I will admit. So there's loads of stuff that you could do later on for this. I think it's this thing. Yeah, if you want to get the alloy, any of the alloy stuff, you could do that. You can duplicate any of the relics that you find. That's pretty cool. This was it. Yeah, if you wanted to get like the runic versions of stuff. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Anyway, that is where we're going to call it for today. I can't believe we finished the Twilight Forest already. That is worth investigating if they've changed it that much. Because it did look like it was changed quite a bit. Which means they've actually updated the Twilight Forest, which they haven't done in many, many versions of Minecraft. As in, it's been the same since All the Mod 7, basically. Actually, I think All the Mod 6 even was the exact same. Which was like 1.16. Which was a long time ago now. We're on 1.20.1. Or 21, aren't we? 1.21.1? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to call it there for today. I feel like we got a decent amount done. We're getting close to getting the Oblivion Shard. Now, a lot of people say to me, how do you keep motivated? And one of the big things for me is I like picking, like, today I was like, oh, I really want to finish off getting the Oblivion Shard. So that's why I focused on the Snow Queen first. I broke it down into its component parts, and I'm like, ooh, I want to get the Snow Queen, so we have to go to the Twilight Forest. So we went to the Twilight Forest, and then we got the Snow Queen trophy. And now I'm like, oh, the last thing left to do in this thing right here is the Eternal Stellar. So I'm focusing on making the Eternal Stellar now. So that's how I keep motivated. If any of you are struggling, then just pick one of the like ultimate goals right here. Or if you don't want to do that, then focus on getting like a ridiculously good storage system set up, or getting the beastest looking armor in the game, because this is my favorite armor of all time. Thank you, Cataclysm. It does look amazing, to be fair. Or just like pick something and then just go ahead and do it. A good one as well is the advancements. Like, for example, the Twilight Forest. If you wanted to, you could literally do everything in the Twilight Forest, and it's actually quite a fun thing to do. I think I've done it before. There's like all of these quests as well, so we could go. You have reached the summit of Cataclysm. Do we have to just kill loads of igneous? Okay. Kill the Claudie. Okay, cool. There's like a bunch of them now. I haven't actually killed the netherite monstrosity, have I yet? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that you could do with the advancements as well. So there's my TED Talk for the day. Thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.